Hello, 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 and welcome back for another episode. Today we are actually going to be working on Michael's car, the guy with the red Civic. I actually had a video that's actually pretty popular on my channel. It's like building a base map with Crome and E85 tuning my buddy's red Civic. We actually just got it running a couple months ago. We swapped it into a different car, all that stuff. I may put a card up here for you guys to go check that video out if you would like. But looks like he's rolling up right now. This thing's a beast. Yeah, I just started filming and then you fucking rolled up. So Michael's over here because he said that his motor mount was giving him some problems and he maybe needed me to weld something. Because this bolt...
You can see it moving around right there. See that? It's like not painted there anymore.
Sure, the bolts, or the mount's moving back and forth?
This one's stripped up.
Oh, this one's stripped.
So it goes back and forth.
Right. So we're probably, like, these bolts right here are stripped out, like, inside the frame. And, I mean, who wants to fix that? Not me. So we're going to probably just end up welding the bracket here pretty much right into the frame. Considering this is an EK, this is just like a bracket to use, like, EG-style mounts. So we'll probably just do that. And,
think I need a catch can?
yeah, I need a catch can too, dude. That's the fucking problem. Mine spits oil a little bit too.
Right on the black box in the back.
On the back of the motor.
The PCV valve is.
Yeah. That's what happens when you run fucking 26 pounds of boost, I guess.
Or 28.
28?
Yeah.
Did you always have that Gates belt?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. So it's running good though? Everything's alright?
Yeah, so far.
Still running alright? Alright. Sweet. Janky ass intercooler piping?
Yep. That's gonna get one piece probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I gotta change the pan from aluminum to steel because my drain plug is stripped out too.
Oh boy.
The last oil change I did, I put my finger in there and I pulled out like 6 threads.
Really?
I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Turbo's alright though?
Yeah.
I mean...
There's a lot more play in it, but it's not smoking yet.
Well, as long as it doesn't smoke, that's what drives me nuts with them. Oh yeah, we goobered her on there. We'll goober it on this side a little bit, and then we'll do the top, huh? That'll hold.
Yep.
I'll try to get up here a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to, but... That ain't moving.
Because I kept thinking, I'm like, oh, it's got to be the rear mount or something. I didn't know those up. It was good. I think the reason I blew fourth is because 2 of those over
That fucking shit was moving around or something.
2 of those were out. Like they worked their way out.
That's crazy. Dude, that video's got
Like
almost 7,000 views. I don't know why. What the fuck is so different about that video, dude?
We're all hanging out in the storage unit
Yeah,
in the car or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to throw some paint on my beautiful TIG welds here. Or primer, because this is all we got. But it's better than having nothing on there. And he's going to redo the bay anyway, so we just want to do something temporary until, you know, we get paint. But at least that'll cover up the rust, you know, from the weld rusting.
Painting 30 degrees probably isn't it?
Yeah, painting 30 degrees. It's probably like 25 right now, actually.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I had to help my buddy Michael out for a little while, and we got his motor mount all situated, and that's all good to go. And I just posted a bunch of parts for sale. to try to make some money because, you know, like I said, it's been tight lately, so trying to get rid of some stuff, get some money in my pocket. But in the meantime, I want to switch this thing over to E85, so let's hit the gas station and fill her up. All right, guys, we are at the E85 pump and about to throw some fuel in it. Just a quick explanation of what I'm going to be doing on the tune to compensate for the E85 is I'm going to take pretty much the whole entire fuel map and I'm going to add 35%. And I'm going to do that on the low cam and the high cam sides of the fuel map. And we can get into the ignition stuff a little bit later. But first, we're gonna have to get some fuel in this car because it is almost out. You wanna make sure that you run it almost completely out before you fill it up with the E85 because the more pump gas you have in, the less ethanol content you're going to have. So like I said, it's always best to pretty much completely drain the tank before you switch over to E85. All right, so we got 10 bucks worth of E85 in it, and we're gonna flip the key forward. And we'll see how long it runs decent until we need to switch it over and give it some more fuel. It should be pretty quick. Yeah, it's literally already lean, like super lean. There we go, I just added 35% to the whole map. And we're gonna be right around where we were, I think. We might have to add another 10% in. It can range between 30 and 50% total that you'll need to add into the fuel map to compensate for E85. So there we go, I just added another 10%. So we're at 45% extra fuel right now. And this is where we were when we parked at the gas pump, so we're pretty dialed in, I think. So since we added 45 to the low cam, I'm going to add 45 over on the high cam. 45%. Now you also can do a little bit more with ignition timing now, considering the car is on E85. I'm going to set all of these numbers over here at 30 degrees, which is 2 degrees more than what I normally would run on like an all-motor B series. I usually set them at like 28. And then we can take this whole map here and we can add 2 degrees to it as well. So we're going to just add 2 degrees to the whole entire map. And there we are. It's really that simple. First cold start on E85. See how this goes. You guys probably cannot see me, but I figured I would let you guys know of what I'm doing with the tune right now. And when I first fired this thing up today after switching it over to E85, I noticed that the idle was very lean, like 17.0, 17.5, until it warmed up. And then after it warmed up, it seemed like it was good to go. So I'm actually in the advanced tables now under the ECT fuel compensation. And this is pretty much how much fuel it'll add before it gets to a certain temperature. So I actually have it doing no change at all after 133 degrees. It's all set at 1.0, which means there's no change from the fuel map. And before that, I ended up adding 20% all the way up until like 60 degrees, and then I put 10% in it and then back down to 0 at 133. Now this, I just did this so the idle and everything like that should be a lot better, you know, while it's warming up and whatnot. So I just made sure I did all that stuff because the car was, like I said, it was running lean when it was cold. And now it seems to be good. I'm just gonna do a pull quick and make sure the AFR seems steady, and this should be all wrapped up. Like I said, a lot of this is already done because the car was already tuned on pump gas, so this makes everything a lot easier. Alright guys, so I did a basic overview last night of kind of what you need to do to convert over to E85. And like I said, a lot of the times on pretty much any setup, whether it's a Honda or a Toyota, a Supra, anything, when you're switching it over to E85, you pretty much just need to add in anywhere from 30 to 50% more fuel into the tune-up. Now when you add that additional fuel, it will burn at the same rate of gasoline at that point. Usually with E85, when you compare it to pump gas doesn't burn at the same rate of ethanol. It takes more, I don't know how to technically explain it, but it takes more ethanol to burn at the same rate of gasoline. And when I tune for ethanol, I still use the gasoline scale for air-fuel ratios. A lot of people switch over to Lambda when they tune for ethanol, but I feel like it just confuses a lot of stuff and whatnot. I usually just set my tune-up exactly how I would on pump gas, you know, with a little bit of minor changes. Obviously, you can run the car a little bit leaner, you can add more ignition timing, and you can run more boost safely. Now, obviously, I did switch my fuel injectors over to these decap truck injectors, and I put the Walbro 450 fuel pump in as well. I've also had a lot of questions on how much these injectors are. I did not, you know, specify in any of the videos, and I'm doing $100 plus shipping on these injectors for a set of 4, flowed, ready to go with electrical connectors and everything set up. So if you are interested, please email me or hit me up on Facebook at HunterTuned or HunterTuned@gmail.com. You guys can purchase the injectors and I can help you along the way with any of the stuff that you may need. Now, I also started using TeamViewer, which is a screen capture thing to where I can help you guys remote tune a little bit better using TeamViewer, because TeamViewer pretty much allows me access into your laptop or your computer while you're tuning, and I can kind of just maybe talk to you on the phone as I'm accessing with TeamViewer onto your computer, kind of showing you what I'm changing and what I'm doing while I'm tuning your car. So that's another service that I do offer that you guys can always hit me up for. Like I said, all my contact information is in the description, so be sure to hit me up. I didn't get a whole lot of pulls in today, but I did end up tuning the car completely last night, and my frickin' camera died, so I didn't get a whole lot of footage of tuning it. But like I said, you pretty much just add the correct amount of fuel to bring the air-fuel ratio back to where it was when you initially tuned it on pump gas. That's why it's easier to tune on E85 when you already have the car set up on pump gas. If it's already set up on pump gas, you can take the whole entire map and add in the fuel until it corresponds to what you previously had before you added the ethanol. At least that's how I do it. It's always worked great for me. Some people may do it differently. That's fine. This is just the way I do it. Also, it really sucks because it's been really gloomy the last couple days and really rainy. So the roads have been nothing but wet. And this car doesn't even hook up in third gear or fourth gear when it's this wet outside. So can't really do a whole lot there. But hopefully we can get some more footage of this thing running good. I got the cold start all figured out. It fires right up when it's 20 degrees outside, so that's awesome. And if I do have any other issues in the future with this E85 setup and cold starts or anything like that, I'm definitely going to film it and kind of show you guys what I'm doing to change a lot of this stuff. And I'll probably make another video I'll probably make another video doing more E85 tuning once I get this first batch of ethanol burned through. Usually when you initially add ethanol for the first time into the car, you want to burn that completely out and then fill it up again, and you may have to adjust just that much more because you're going to have even more ethanol content in the gas tank. Hopefully I'm not over your heads on this stuff. I'm trying to explain it as simple as possible. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to be doing on this thing next. Leave a comment if you guys have any ideas on what I should do. Just trying to get some money rolling in here so I can do more stuff to the car and whatnot. I was thinking about maybe opening a Patreon account. I guess I've been recommended to do that a few times, but I don't know if it's really feasible or if I should or not. I don't really have like extra content or anything like that that I can offer on a Patreon account, but I don't know. So you guys let me know what you guys think, and yeah, we'll pick up tomorrow probably with another video, and I will let you know what else we're going to be doing with the car and whatnot. So be sure to hit the like button if you guys enjoy, if this was helpful. If you have any other questions, please leave it down in the comments, and we will see you later.